Hey Scrubbers, it's Vanessa here, and today I have a layout for Tracy Reed Designs, and there is actually a blog post that'll go up with this video, so you can check out more detail on Tracy Reed Designs website at her blog for pictures and other details. So I am working with the Keep Chasing Rainbows, I believe is what it's called. Let me see if I can find it real fast. For the collection that I'm playing with. Yeah, Keep Chasing Rainbows. That's the collection that I'm working with. So I've already done a little bit of work, but the blog post, the theme of this blog post is Keep It Contained is what it's called. And basically we're going to create a page that is using color blocking. So color blocking can be many different forms. You can do it in any way you want. Basically, all you're doing is keeping light colors together. So if you're working with pink and red and orange, you keep all your pink in one area, all your red in another, and then all your orange in another. So really, and you can do that by way of a grid. You can do that by way of keeping it, if it's on a strip of pattern paper, you can keep all the yellow in one spot, all the blue in another. You can do it with monochromatic, so you can do like a lighter blue to a darker blue, or you can make it so that it's a bit random but still keeps, like, as your eye goes down the page, you might not have it explicitly gridded out in a specific sort of very linear pattern. You may just have color that just goes all the way down a page or across a page, and you might start with one color and gradually move into another. But again, you're keeping all of those color bands together. So that's really what we're playing with today. So if you end up creating a page using any of Tracy's collections and do your own version, however you like to do color blocking, be sure to tag Tracy Reed Designs on your social media when you post, or if you post your layouts. We'd love to see what you guys create. So the first thing we're going to do here, I did do a little bit of work off camera. I went ahead and printed this diagonal, or I guess this is really just a plaid rainbow. I'm going to use that to mat my white cardstock, and then basically I have just a piece of white cardstock. I am going to gut the center of that plaid pattern paper because I'm going to use that to mat my photos down the road. But basically, once I had that, I went and took all of these pattern papers, which are all from the Keep Chasing Rainbows collection. And so I really wanted to emphasize the color blocking. So I knew I wanted to use a collection that had a lot of color. So hence I went with Keep Chasing Rainbows, because I was able to have the entire rainbow of color on my page. I could have just picked any other collection and just focused on one or two or three of the colors in the collection and done a layout that way, but I really wanted to emphasize the whole color blocking, so this is what we're going with. And as you can see, we're obviously aiming for sort of a wreath almost design. So I went ahead and die cut circles. And so I have one in each of the colors of the pattern papers that I'm using. So red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and pink. And so what I did is I did draw a circle lightly on my white pattern paper so I could get these sort of aligned, and then laid my circles out so that I kind of get an idea of how I want this to go. So I know I'm going to have a circular design. And then obviously, because we're doing color blocking, I'm going to have all of my embellishments kept or centered around the color circle all the way around this layout. So we're going to see how this goes. I don't have exactly a plan in my head for how this is going to go, but this is where we're starting anyway. So we'll see if this comes together. Now I did go ahead and grab Distress Oxides, and I went ahead and matched up as best I could colors to go with my rainbow. So I have Abandoned Coral to go with the red. I have Wild Honey to go with the orange. I have Fossilized Amber to go with the yellow. I have Bundled Sage to go with the green. I have Tumbled Glass to go with the blue. I have Dusty Concord to go with the purple, and I have Worn Lipstick to go with the pink. So, that being said, I am going to move my circles, and I did sort of roughly draw around some of the edges of the circles so I knew where they kind of went. And basically, so this is, we're going to see how this goes. Move that out of the way so it doesn't get in the way. But basically, all I'm going to do, and I'm only going to show one, maybe two of these on camera, because it's going to take a little time, and I just want you to get the gist of what I was doing. But basically, I'm going to take my ink and I'm going to go around what would be the circle, or where I'm going to place that circle with my color, and I'm going to build it up. And so in certain areas, yes, it's going to overlap. I can always bring this back in and see, yep, it's going around. I want to be able to see it on all the way around the circle, and I'm going to put it in the center of the circle as well. But basically, I'm just going to take some time, blend these colors into all of my circles so that I get basically circles of color all the way around this page for where my circles are going to land. So let's just say I'll probably come back and do more, but we're going to do this really quick to have it on video, and then that way you get the sort of gist of what I'm doing, and then I'm going to finish it off camera. But basically, then we're going to go in here. This is definitely coming off more yellow, so we're going to see how this works. But I'll have to darken this one up, I think, to get it. I might have to add in another color because this one's coming off definitely less orange, more yellow, but that's okay. That's okay. I might actually as well, because this is Distress Oxide, I might end up coming in with some water and just doing a little splatter, just again to get that Distress Oxide look. I like having a little bit of distress. If I'm going to use distress, I like to oxidize it at least a little bit. So I probably will do that once I get all of my colors down. But this is basically going to be what I'm going to do all the way around with all of these colors. Like I said, I might add a little bit of water, and I think the other thing that I might do is add a little bit of splatter in probably white, but we'll see if I do that. So I'm going to do is go ahead and finish this, and then come back and we will start putting the layout together. Okay, I've jumped ahead a little bit, and I have, like I said, put the color down. I did add some white splatters and a little bit of water to get some of that oxidization on the Distress Oxide ink. I haven't glued this to the background yet, just because I wasn't sure if anything was going to come over the sides that I needed to cut off or I'd want to cut off. So I'm just going to leave it unglued for a few minutes, and then I did go ahead off camera. I matted my photos like I said I was going to with the background paper, and I placed those down, as well as I added my title, which I need to, I think, add just a little bit of glue to these little letter stickers. But it just says Artful Memories with my photos. So I have all of those down, and then I took, these are all embellishments either from the digital or the sticker sheet, or sticker sheets I should say, from the Keep Chasing Rainbows collection. So I went ahead and I grouped them into the color groupings. My words are gone. And I also went ahead and grabbed some enamel dots so that I can use those in each of my color blocking sections as well. So as you can see, everything is grouped by color so that I know it's going to go in these rings all the way around my page, so that we get the true color blocking effect of each color in their own little quadrants. So I have blue down here at the bottom. So I'm just taking some of the embellishments and I am going to just fill in my, I'm not looking to fill it in completely. I'm just looking to sort of make little groupings so that I get a nice assortment of elements in each circle. I will pop some up to add that dimension as I go to glue things down. And so I have little word strips from some of the pattern paper or some of the sticker sheets, and then probably move that up maybe. So I'm just trying to keep, and I did pop my photos up, and so I am able to slide things underneath my photo here. So just want to add these little elements to enforce my color story that I have happening here. So something like that. I also created some wax seals. I only did two, one in the pink and one I think in a yellow, which you'll see over here in a moment. This is actually kind of looks like Cinderella's castle. So I didn't have a ton of pink, so adding that allowed me to have a bit more pink up here at the top, since I'm only really going to have some butterflies around my little wax seal and a heart, or two little hearts I guess it is. So I thought I definitely could get away with adding that wax seal. It's a bit of a larger one as well, so I do like that. So there we go. And next up we have the red. So again, just keeping with filling up my little circle embellishment clusters. And you can see how the colors that I used for my Distress Oxide for this project actually worked out pretty good. In most cases they match really well with the colors that are in this collection. So if you're looking for Distress Oxides and which colors go with the Keep Chasing Rainbows, I will definitely say if you need a list of them again, or you can watch the beginning of the video where I went through each of the colors, I would definitely recommend these colors. They are a really good match to all of the colors in this collection. So there we go. And we're just working our way around. This one here is a little rainbow. I don't know if it shows up super well on camera, but it is just a little rainbow. And I have like a little sun embellishment that was in, I think it was the sticker sheet. I could be wrong. And again, just wanting to, not necessarily going to use everything that I pulled, but that heart's a bit big, so we'll put that over to the side. And then last up we have our green, and then what I'm going to do is go off camera and excuse me, and glue everything down, because if I don't do that before I put my enameled dots down, everything is going to move around, and then I know I won't get everything back where I was hoping it would land. So we are going to just finish adding these in. And I do really like how that looks with everything sort of color blocked all around. I like it. It's keeps that circular theme, that wreath sort of idea that I had going on. So I am going to go ahead, glue all of this down, and then we're going to come in with just the finishing touch at the end of the video with the enameled dots, and that is going to be it for this page. Okay, everything is glued down, and you can see I've already started the enamel dots. I didn't want it to take forever while I was placing these down, so we're just going to do the last 3 colors. But I really love how it turned out. It is definitely has that color block theme that I was going for. I really like doing these kind of layouts. It's kind of fun to put lots of color on a page but not have it be so overwhelming when you splash it all intermixed. It's nice to sort of have it in its own little groupings. It makes it so it's, yes, it's a busy layout, but not as busy as if I had splashed all of these rainbow colors everywhere in all the entire layout. This keeps it sort of somewhat contained, and I do really like how it turned out. So hopefully this inspired you to create your own version of color blocking on a layout. So if it does, be sure to tag us. And yeah, this is the completed layout. Like I said, there'll be a blog post with this video, and so it'll be in the description box below. So with that, guys, I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.